Tonight on CrossConnect, Pastor James Armstrong III will share a powerful word. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
What's going on, family? This is Pastor Jay from Community Fellowship Church of Dallas, welcoming you to another broadcast of CrossConnect. This week, we're going to continue our powerful devotional series entitled Perspective, Seeing Through the Eyes of Faith. How do you see your current situation? The Bible gives a dynamic view on perspective in Numbers chapter 13. Verse 2, God commanded Moses to send spies out to the land of Canaan. This was a land that he promised the children of Israel. And after spending 40 days in this land, they came back to the children of Israel. And verse 27 says, the land flowed with milk and honey, and the fruit were very large. And somehow in verse 31, the people that went, the spies that went to see the land, they said, we are unable to go up against these people, for they are much stronger than we are. We can never allow what we see to change how we speak and ultimately ignore what we heard. Joshua understood this concept because in chapter 14, verse 6, Joshua went back to what he heard in 13 and 2. He heard God promise them the land, and he began to speak in the midst of people wanting to stone him. He spoke the promises of God so that he can ultimately see the promises of God. Family, never get to the point to where you're speaking what you see instead of what you heard from God. Whatever God said, go back in the midst of opposition, in the midst of things that seem greater than you. Go back to what God said, what you heard from God, and begin to speak it. Speak it against the situation of impossibility. Speak it against the situation where it seems like lack is running loose. Speak in the situation where it seems like God is not going to provide. Speak what you heard, and it will ultimately become what you see. Well, family, that's all the time I have. But I would want to remind you that you can have victory in every situation by staying connected to the cross. Take care.